Welcome to Ida's video channel. In this video, I'll show you how to update bent details. You can see that in the changing direction where we display horizontal, vertical and combined angles, some of the values are undefined. Some places they display values, but not all of them. How can I fix that? I go to Ida's, Water, and there is a command update bends. Let me go there. And in a command line, it offers few options. I can update all the networks or selected network, or I can go to settings, or I can calculate 3D length. I want to go to settings. Under the settings, I can specify the format for horizontal, vertical, and combined bends. If I go to this drop-down, I can see the various formats, and I can preview those formats. For example, I selected the format that displays the degree sign, and if I test it, this is the preview. If I test any other, I can test, and this is the preview. I go back to first or second option from top, and I test it. I can also specify number of decimal places. I can specify 0 or 1, and if I test it, this is the outcome. I will use a 1 decimal for now if I want to. There is also an option to only display the values if the horizontal bend is more than a specific value. Let's say you can use a 5.65. or 1 or 2 degrees depending on a country. And you can do the same for vertical bends. There's also an option to only show combined angle if both angles are shown. You have also an option to show only combined angle and hide horizontal and vertical angles. And finally, there's also an option to display alternative names or description instead of bands. That can be set here. There's an option to add a new row. There are some formatting tips which you can open and read, but I have a separate video on that. Let me show you that video. If you go to Devotech website, www.devotechgroup.com, you can go to Education, and under the Education, there is a training on demand. Then go to Bulk Water and scroll down. It might be on this page or it might be on the next page. There might be next in the future. There is a video which says turn off bend details for selected structures in profile view, and this video shows how to deal with the settings under the alternative name and descriptions. So for now, I'm happy with the settings. I click OK, and then I can either update network or all the networks. I will use all the networks, and it runs through the command, and then it shows me the result. The first structure, which is a reservoir, doesn't display anything. By the way, in that video, I will show there how you can display a reservoir here. And then we have those other details, as you can see all the way through. If I go back to settings, there is also an option to modify these values. As you can see, I can double click and change the values. So if you want, you can update it or change it as per your needs. So let me cancel, and this is the way how to update bend details and fitting details in a profile view.